We've been talking about the war between the Grappler and Rip Oliver. Well, last Saturday night, it really erupted into a full-scale war. And in fact, it ended in a suspension of both men from fighting each other. They were suspended from fighting each other. Well, here, we've got a tape for you. You watch this tape, and you can see exactly what happened and why. Here it is. Then look at him. He's covered with, both of these men, covered with that chemical liquid stuff. Wait a minute now. The Grappler, for the first time in a long time, and loading that boot of his. Oh, man, and he walked into that cheater bar that the loggers use, that cheater bar that Rip Oliver's got, and he drove that right into the gut of the Grappler, and the Grappler is hurting right now, and they've loaded him back on that stretcher. They're hauling him back towards the dressing room. This time he may be on there for good. Rip Oliver came off. You saw what the Grappler was doing. He'd loaded that boot. He was going to plant that so-called orthopedic boot into Rip Oliver, and Oliver came back with that cheater bar and drove it right into the stomach of the Grappler. The Grappler's gotten off he's off the stretcher. Now he and Oliver fighting outside. Now the Grappler's taking on Carl Stiles, Steve Dahl. We have a free-for-all. Everything. Oh, man, I tell you, it's all broken loose now outside the ring. Everybody, we've got a battle royal going on the floor outside the ring. Who did the Grappler just hit? Did he just hit? He just hit Ginger. He just hit Ginger. I can't. What's the matter with this guy? He hit Ginger with his fist, and now look at the Southern Rockers in there, Steve Dahl and Rex King. I don't know if they are aware now yet that Ginger.
You using a cheater bar? He's hitting women. And you're both suspended from ever wrestling each other indefinitely, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm sure it's no surprise who the fans of the Northwest have rallied around in support. And Rip Oliver has an entire bag packed full of letters from all over the Northwest in your battle against the Grappler.
Well, I'm down here for one thing tonight, Don Coss, to talk to Barry Owens. I've been on the phone with him all week, to his dad, Don Owens. And I want to tell all the people in the Northwest one thing. Grappler, you got by last Saturday night in the stretcher match. Sandy Barr did what he had to do by stopping the matches, but suspending the Grappler and myself is not going to get nothing settled. I've been back talking to Barry Owens, and I come up, I showed him all the cards and letters. He said he's been receiving phone calls and letters all week. Now, there's got to be some way that I can get the Grappler back in the ring. One more time is all I ask. If I can get him one more time, Grappler, I'm going to take a due to you, boy. The way you talked about the loggers and their family, the way you treated my brother, my wife, snatched her down by the hair of the head, and then beat on my boy. Well, let me tell you something, Grappler. I'm down here for one thing. I haven't got an answer yet. It's up to Barry Owens right now. I know Grappler's got his hands full Tuesday night in the cage match, hair versus hair. I don't care about bald head. I'll beat a bald-headed man as fast as I beat a damn man with hair. It don't matter to me, Barry Owens. I'm here for one thing. I've asked you, and I'd like an answer in front of all these people here, all the fans of the Northwest. Can I have the Grappler, the nearest date, here at the Portland Sports Arena? I wanted it Tuesday night in the worst way. I wanted it tonight. But, Grappler, it's coming down to you and I. This man right here has got to say so, where I have it or not.
Mr. Oliver, we have been talking. We got thousands of cards and letters from all the fans around the Northwest. I agree with what you're saying. There's nothing we can do this Tuesday because the Grappler's going to be in a cage match against Nord the Barbarian, hair versus hair. But the nearest closest thing we would have would be next Saturday night if you want him. But we are not going to have any more clubs, cheater bars, anything like that.
I'll leave the cheater pipe at the house, and I will request that all the security here search me down and check me if you'll give me the match. And I also want the Grappler checked from one end to the other. If he has to turn the little twerp upside down and shake whatever he's got in his boots out. Grappler, I don't care what you bring myself, but to get this match, I want it one-on-one, boy. You and I, security check you out, checks me out. If you give me the match, Barry Owens, I'll do it with Big Bertha right here, Daddy, and you can take that to the damn bank, Grappler. You will go down if there's anything left after Tuesday night, because I'm going to be here. Now, can I have the match?
If there's anything left of the Grappler after Tuesday, you got him next Saturday night. And everybody will be checked before they go to the ring.
Thank you very much, Barry Owens. Grappler, you can run and you can hide, Daddy. Cage match Tuesday night you got. I may be wrestling a bald-headed man here next Saturday night, but I can damn sure kick a fat, bald-headed punk butt right here in the middle of that squared circle, Daddy. And I got you. Barry Owens just signed it. Don Cost, I'll see you here next Saturday night. Grappler, you're going to look funny with a bald-headed boy.
You better believe it. We'll be right back with more after this timeout.